What's up? What's up? What's up, confessors? How y'all doing on this beautiful Saturday? It is April 27th, 2024, and we are here with an episode of 21 Questions with Confessions. The guest this evening, this afternoon, is Speak with your girl, Marcella. Marcella speaks. You know her. I love her. And what's special about her to me is because when I firstly started off in this game, like freshly, she was one of two who told me anything about Instagram, what I should be doing, and all of that. So I just want to give my flowers back to her by having her on this show. That means a lot to me for so many reasons. So please, introducing the lovely Miss Speak with your girl, Marcella.
Hey
Marcella
girl,
speaks.
I'm happy
Hey,
to be
boo.
here today.
How are you doing this
I'm doing
afternoon?
well, and you're looking beautiful. I just love your ambiance on your braid, your hair.
Thank you. The locks is given. Just came
Yeah,
back from getting these mugs done.
yeah.
And almost, as a matter of fact, I didn't even have the right appointment. Just came in. I scheduled it a month in advance and didn't even realize it. So thank goodness I got together so I could be looking good to be next to you, girl.
Thank you.
Well. Marcella speaks. It's been a lot going on in these streets.
Showing
Um, and you have been in these streets, a part of these streets, talked among these streets. I mean, it's just been a lot going on, and you navigated so well, and you are what I would consider for me an OG starting out because from the realm that I am in of YouTubers, you are one that has been doing it one of the longest since I started.
yes.
So, when did you start your journey of becoming a blogger, or content creator?
First, I was on Instagram with a gentleman named Kyle Paler for the Black Socialites. And Kyle Paler had me up there with some of the DMV socialites. You know, we go to DC, we go to charities, you meet people, you find out they're just like me. They're just not writing checks, they're getting involved with the community. And so he was sick and he passed away. But prior to passing away, he would always tell me and RJ that we need to start our own YouTube page. Actually, he's the one who started my Instagram page. And, you know, before he died, he just gave me all these passwords. And I met Nisi through that. Alice, I met a lot of Monique Samuels. I met a Richie Sky. I met Riley. She does couture for all the stars and all the celebrities and all the socialites in the DMV. And I just met so many spectacular people. Then Nisi is the one that says, why are you on other people's page? Come on your page that you set up. And so I was still afraid. So I went to All About the Tea. And Monica taught me everything. Now, me and her had a falling out, but I respect her because she taught me about the conniving, the snake, and people are trying to get to you. When you go to bed, take them people off your mind. When you get up, wake up with your husband and your family. And I went on after me and Monica fell out, but All About the Tea, helping her get to 100,000 subscribers.
Wow.
I went over to Nosy Ho. Nosy Ho Live was everything that I know I have inside. Cuss a bitch out, it's okay. You know, and Nosy Ho was, we nosy over there. So
Yeah.
I put a little bit of All About the Tea, Nosy, and the Black Socialites. Then I started venturing to Music 101. He talked about, you know, the celebrities for rap today, Chris Brown, everybody's like legal issues. And my job was working with the court system. So I just added all of that into one ball. And when I come on, I desire to teach people finances. Listen, you don't have to be a millionaire. It's not how much you have, it's how you manage what you have. And see,
Yes.
people don't understand that. And then, you know, when people get mad at me, they call me ugly. Well, honey, my family and daddy and mama and all my children, they've been telling me I'm beautiful all my life. So you telling me I'm ugly, honey, you want to be me. If you
There you
do that
go.
and make a whole live about me, that means I rented space in your head for free. And you can continue to talk about me. You just got to have that thick skin. You got to know when to pick your battle, when to go back at somebody. Because, remember, all about the tea, nosy hoe. I learned that I can be gutter, but I have to stand up and be, I can't be gutter and then trying to, be with the Lord and be a good person. You just got to pick your battles. And then when you pick your battles, hey, everybody, you got to pick your battles. And I just desire to help people. If you got a beef going on, that ain't my beef. I like filet mignon. I don't like to be
Hello.
I don't like to be cussing people out back and forth. Your beef is your beef. And like I said, when I first came on, I was not good, right? And I got into this protection plan. Is this girl named All About the Trees. Now,
Okay.
all about the trees would protect me. Like somebody come after me, she would aggressively go after them, and it could get brutal. And then I just said, okay, let me take it over. Then when somebody says something to me, I just pop, 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 operation. And then I go back to who I am. I go back to what I want to do. I don't let somebody keep me over here where I wake up and my thongs are in a bunch because
Yeah.
I argued with you yesterday. That's over. Girl, that's yesterday. We're on another day. I've changed my panties and, they're good now.
You had on yesterday's Tuesday. Today's Wednesday. We good.
Right.
It's a new day. It's a new era.
Yeah.
So, I always, I'm still what I call myself fairly new to YouTube. I stay in my realm. I hear about the beef sector all the time. And at first, I was like, first of all, I'm like, is this a different platform? That's how out of the loop I was. Like, is this not
Yeah.
even YouTube? Is this a platform? Is this what is it? I'm like, is this you gotta punch in something? And then I just realized, oh, it's just beef.
It's the beef section.
It's beef.
And that's where you go to get your because they'll cuss y'all, talk about your mama, your children, and everybody. And once you hear it so many times, that don't even bother you. You just go back. So I had to learn that beef sector mentality to know that if you say something to me, I can cut your ass down.
Yeah.
And make it hot. And make it hot. You're gonna need a Band-Aid. Let me loan you some. Let me loan you some Band-Aids right here. Let me
Stop. Stop.
I can make you have to wear a Band-Aid, but I grew up on I think I was 56 when I came on YouTube. Now I'm about to be 59. You start to mature, and then some things it just don't matter anymore. But like I said, I had to learn the beef, and I love it. I love the experience, and it is Niecy. Yes, Niecy she keeps me in line. Now everybody need a Niecy, because when I'm angry, Niecy talks me through it, and then she'll say, "I'm gonna let you go," and then I'm gonna take the video away. And like I said, people always say, you got to get all these views. You got to have all these subscribers. My thing is, don't worry about the numbers. See, that's why I think that I feel good about my page, because I got 10,400 people. I'm good with that because God's going to send to you who needs to be in your page. Yes. And I think that me trying to race against another content creator and get more numbers, somewhere down the line, you get lost of your mission. I don't want to get lost on my mission. Whoever comes into my chat, I'm glad they're there. And you know what? And they done told all the hate, which I love it. They so dumb. They done told, the millimeters done told all the haters, don't go to her page. Don't give her no shine. That's good, because I can talk about Mel and peace. Thank you.
You can do your thing in peace.
Right.
Yes. That is crazy. Do you have so are you one that will have millimeters in your DMs after a live? Like, do they come at you in your DMs hard?
Of course, but you know what? What I want them to realize, I do not have anything personal against Mel. I think that we women need to be reminded we've all been through a relationship, we've all been through a breakup, and what I tried to get them to see, they both have done some toxic stuff. But
Absolutely.
but the only person it will affect is children
Mm-hmm.
and both of their parents and their family members. But it then came on YouTube, and women that are hurting and feel that they getting her side of the story. See, we as YouTuber people don't realize there's three sides to the story. There's her side, his side, and the judge.
The judge. There you go. The judge. In this
So
case scenario, yes, the judge.
so there was some allegations of abuse. Okay, but people don't understand when you're working in the court system. I can say that you slapped me, and then it has to be an investigation. And if I don't have enough supporting evidence, it gets settled. The judge makes a decision and says, "We didn't find this evidence. Thank you. We didn't find this evidence." And so now your visitation will resume. But right now, what I see going on, they don't put out the allegation order and not the final order.
Mm-hmm.
And so Sherelle's World last night showed the final order. So people will say, there is another case. The case is still open. No, there's a new case of her saying that he did something last year. He got arrested in that case. But as far as the visitation, child support, all that case has been handled. And Sherelle World shows the documents on her live last night. What I respect her most for is that she did not go in to show y'all exhibit 1, 2, 3, 4 when the guardian ad litem spoke to the children and what they said. That's what I call respect. In the beef sector, they would have read the whole court order, said that the kid said
But
this,
Niecy letting you know, be careful.
yeah, yeah, yes. And so I make sure that we women, we just need to support her if we support her. But I would never come on my page and say, okay, don't follow Confessions of a Reality Queen because I don't like her. No, why do I got to throw you down to be put on top?
Yeah.
If me and you got a beef, it will be silent. Maybe you won't even know we beefing. You know what I'm saying? It's just we as Black women, we have to respect, because I never know when I might need to come to you and say, listen, I heard you got this information. Can you give it to me? Can I give it to you? We should not be fighting and we never seen each other's face. We never been in each other's presence. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't like somebody, just keep it to yourself and keep it rolling. If you don't like me, you don't have to come out and say I'm piano teeth. Hey, I'm living fabulous. This is my bathroom.
And it's gorgeous, by the way.
I'm saying I'm living
Your
fabulous.
bathroom is bigger than the blue banana, girl.
But I like doing YouTube. I just don't feel like this is not my job. I come up here and just share my life with people, share my talents of knowing about financial. You know, I will support any YouTuber. You come into my page, you say you're a YouTuber, I'm going to let everybody know this table is so big. This table is so big. It's over 1 million YouTubers. You have your choice to go where you want. Shout out to Niecy for being wings. Yes, Niecy is always there for me. I mean, Niecy is just not on YouTube for me. Niecy is in my life. She's my therapist. She my husband, doctor. Niecy is so much to us. So I greatly appreciate her. And our birthdays are on the same day.
I love that. That is so dope.
Yeah,
I do. I love that. Shout out to Niecy, love you.
yeah.
And I'm glad you, because now that's easier. Earlier when I said that when I first started off in the game, you were one of two people who taught me my very first anything about anything. Auntie Niecy, the Queen's Cave, was the other person. I
Hmm.
mean, I met you through her.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's how it goes. And that's why I love to meet new content creators, because you
Mhm.
can just expand and grow, and you never know who you're gonna meet and who you're gonna learn from, because
Right.
there's so much to be learned from, so many different ways,
Right.
and that's it's just great. So your page, your platform, what is your platform all about? What do you stand for? When we come to speak with your girl Marcella, what can we expect to get?
Respect. I respect everybody's opinion. Resources. Um, Taking responsibility, showing you that I know how to take responsibility. Um, I want to teach you some finances where other YouTubers might charge you to learn something that's very simple. And you know what? In my professional life, when I used to work, I used to be the type of person who had to learn from seeing. And then, or I wanted you to break it down my way, break it down so I can get it. I want to be able to break like the reality shows down and be comedic with it, but be brass. Sometimes I do rhymes. Sometimes I'll sing a little bit. Sometimes I'll preach. And, you just gotta bring that out of you to make people happy. I never know that somebody might be having a bad day, and I done put a smile on their face. One night, me and Niecy was up there doing like a Bible study, and this African man came in my page and said he was going to delete himself, and he did. And he said, I don't know you. I'm in another country, but you was talking about the Bible. I was looking it up on YouTube, and it brought me to your page. And
Wow.
and so people in the chat was giving him Bible verses, praying for him. He said he was going to delete himself. Well, I don't know if he did, but I know that when he left that night, he was prayed for. He had got a blessing from people saying that we're going to be thinking about you. Sometimes you never know what you're doing through these screens, and nobody ever wants to always come on somebody's page and beefing.
Yes.
You got to show some maturity to yourself. And
Man, wow. Shout out to that man wherever he is in this realm, because
mhm,
wow, that's crazy. Oh wow. So you do you do this financial thing also that a lot I do like, and I see I've learned a lot from that actually. So a lot of people always say, because I was talking about this with someone else one day on the live about saving money and how it's so hard. Can you give one solid tip on the first thing of starting to save money?
pay yourself first.
Now, what do you mean by that?
Always, like when you go to church and they tell you got to pay tithes and you got to get 10%,
Mm-hmm.
give yourself 10%. So if you got $5 and your bills come to $5, you pay yourself $1 and break down the rest of those other $4 to make $1 out of 15 cents.
There you go. Okay. Okay.
You
I
never
like.
give somebody all your money. You pay yourself first.
Mm,
Suppose you pay all your bills and then your tire go flat. You didn't pay yourself. Know
right.
what you pay yourself is emergency. Emergency is my car broke down. Emergency is I have no food. But they
Mm-hmm.
are resources. If you need food one time to help you get over, you need your light bill one time to help you get over. Many people don't know that you don't have to be on social services to walk in there and say, I need electricity assistance. I
Wow.
need rent assistance. You can get that one time.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to pay yourself first. Always keep cash on hand. Always buy. You know that Christmas comes every December. Every month, put a little bit aside and say, that's my Christmas fund. Some employers will hold money from your paycheck just so you can withdraw it once a month.
Wow.
Always pay yourself first, even though you might got $5 and $5 worth of bills. Oh, baby, you break that down. A dollar come to you, and then you divide and multiply and see what you can pay and what you can do. Consolidate. Your credit don't have to be 800, 700 to consolidate. If you've been with a bank long enough and you have a direct deposit, they will refinance you on the strength that your money been going into their financial institution for years.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. See, the things I just don't know. That's why you talk to people, you learn, you ask questions. You never know. Pick up because that's some key information. I'm gonna have to break this down and put this on a short because baby, you preaching to us today. So, what have you learned about people as a whole since you have became a content creator and a blogger?
I've learned that the the cousin 19 is separated a lot of people mentally and physically from people, and we all got self-centered. And now that YouTube is here, people sometimes live their life through YouTubers. They live their life to what you say. And if being in the beef sector gives you energy, they feed off beef. But we still got to learn to love one another, even though you can't stand that person. I would never come up here and say, I don't hate anybody. But we can engage. A lot of people can't go outside. They don't have the money to go outside. Need unity. A lot of people can't go outside, so they cling to YouTube. So you as an influencer, a content creator, you're responsible for what comes out your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to try to also bring unity. And by the way, I want to mention this. You are an excellent. I love your Instagram. Your Instagram is so
Thank you.
informative. And then you know what you need to do. Take some of that Instagram post and put it over here, shorts for your YouTube.
I've been getting into that. I've been doing that. I've been doing that for the past couple weeks.
And make sure the most important things you say is in that 15 seconds. You know, I get up here and dance. I dance because that alleviates stress for me. Me moving, I may not can bend it over, bend it over, bend it over. But you know, that dancing gives me an electric energy that I need. Praying gives me energy that I need. I mean, you know, you got to find your nudge and just do what you need to do to have peace,
Yeah.
self peace.
That was a question I did have. Cause you be on YouTube dancing, chilling, having a jam session. How is it? What songs do you know that you can play on YouTube and you ain't gonna get flagged and stuff like that? Because I just see you playing music and you're allowed to. How? What am I missing?
So what I do is go on Instagram. And do you know when you go on Instagram, let me turn my phone down so I can show you an example how I do it. I go on Instagram and somebody is dancing to a song. So you go into that little box. You go into this, let me show you. Let's see. Okay, you go into this little box down here. Let me pull it up. Oh, they don't have it. Well, let me go into, wait a minute. You go into this little box. I got my phone turned down. See that little pink box, the little square box right there?
Uh huh.
You hit that box. then you can use that audio.
Okay, but on YouTube, how are we allowed to use the music?
Okay,
Period.
so what I do is when I go into that little box, right? After I do my video, I hit that button right there that wait to send it somewhere, and then you put add to story, right? I'm gonna show you when it finished loading, how you can add that song to your story. Those three little dots.
Okay, I guess what I mean, isn't there like copyright if
No, no,
for the music?
you just won't get paid as much money for it. But
Okay.
let me tell you something. It runs traffic to your page.
Okay.
I did a video and got 487,000 views for jumping on top of my black Cadillac and dancing.
I'm about to go jump on my bed after this damn video.
I'm serious. You do things odd and everything. And, you know, and then the music, I put hashtag whoever made the music, and their watchers come over to watch your video.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I stay current about Young Thug. I stay up on my current events.
Sure. So like, right. That makes sense.
So you'll
Yes,
start bringing traffic. You'll start bringing traffic to your YouTube page. And a lot of people, you know, come over because they see me dancing on Instagram. And then I always say, come to speak with your girl on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm pulling not just people that's in our sector to YouTube, people that's not free thinkers. I'm pulling free thinkers from all around the world.
Look at that. Wow. That makes a lot of sense. Because I always wonder, because I know because Niecy does, her jam session on Friday nights and stuff. And I was like, how do they get away with that? If not,
well, we get a copyright, but see, like me and Niecy are not here to make money. So if they take the money and we get $100 at the end of the month, we're okay, because I know what my motive is. My motive is not to come up here 4, 5, 6 times a day. My motive is not to say, I need a cash app. I need a
girl
super chat. I don't want to come up here and be begging people with money. Right now, in our economy, people need their money. And sometimes they just want to smile. Some of my shorts, people will come up and say, I needed this. I was stressed today at work. That's my payment.
Yes.
See, you got to give a little. And then when you get blessings, people are trying to figure out, how she get blessed? Because I gave what I could give. And it's just my time. And my time could be just 1 hour.
That's cool. I like that. Yes, because who's got time to be coming on 25,000 times a day? Exactly. I get that. And then I see you enough to where I feel like you give us enough to where, we're satisfied with your content and what you give us and the time that you give us and all of that. So yes, that's just pretty dope.
I got a subscriber that every month he gives me $3.59 because he went to the coffee place I like. So he sends me at the beginning of the month $3.59. It's a blessing, because when I'm out and I feel like I need a cup of coffee, I got that $3.59 right there on my Cash App. That makes me happy.
Yeah.
So this is 30 days worth of work, and it makes me feel rich because he thought of me. I didn't say, you don't forget, next week is the 1st. I need my $3.59. That means he thinks of me.
Yes.
To buy me that large coffee from Starbucks, because he gives it to me. Now, when I go and see him, I'll drop a 50. But that's my blessing. That's what I can give.
Yes.
And I still feel like I get more than he get.
Yes. I love that. Aw, see, you're just such a awesome person all the way around. See, that's what I'm talking about.
I can be a biatch. Now,
Oh, we all can. We all got it in us. Yes. It is a character trait that lives within.
Yes.
So, what do you love most about doing what you do on social media?
I love the different opinions of people because I'm gonna tell you something. Where I live, it's a private area, and everybody has busy lives. They're with their kids. And when my husband got in an industrial accident 8 years ago, he lost his leg. And for me, all outside going stopped because I'm in love with my husband. I mean, I am like when he move, I move.
Just like that.
Uh-huh. And so me being able to communicate with people, and I'm a good reader. So I can read things that people are thinking, and I'm having my conversation, and I'm good. See, I'm not a person that has a lot of friends because I just enjoy being in my home with my husband. And I stopped working 21 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so everything I did was volunteer and give. And when God bless you, you can do that. And there's people who got to go to work, that you got to go to work. And so I love being able to hear what people think. Exactly, Marcella, you understand the concept to make sure everybody sees over the fence. One person will need more, and one, yes, yes, yes. I'm telling you, and I'm so refreshed, and I enjoy it. I'm not here for money. I understand that this could be a lucrative business, but I just want to talk to people and see what they're thinking. And then I respect their opinion. If you tell me you don't like my lemon dress, I will have a glass of lemonade. you know,
Coordinate. Got to coordinate.
right. And a lot of people think that I'm wow. And really, I am a person who, Nisi will tell you, I get up at 4 o'clock every morning.
Do you really?
And before 10 o'clock, I didn't did everything I need to do outside for the day. Everything. Grocery store, post office, going to a charity, feeding the homeless, whatever my day I do. We got a Methodist church where they go get the homeless off the street and they feed people at lunchtime. If
What?
I'm if I'm tired, I just don't come on. There's no expectation for me to like be here. This is my
Yes.
job. This is my entertainment.
I know that's right. I get that. Yes. Wow. See what I'm saying? So, in where would you like to see what more? Because you have accomplished a lot. First of all, let's talk about that for a minute. You've been in movies, magazine covers. Like, girl, look at you. Now, what was the first movie that you had did?
I did it with Don Bond, and it was in reference to the LGBTQIA community. I have a child that is in the community, and instead of being not liking my daughter, I needed to find out more about her friends who became family. And so I when my friend Kyle Paler, who was the Black Socialites, he was gay. And so I used to go to DC and hang out with him. And then, I'm going to the Vogue shows, and
I
I
want
got,
to go to one so bad.
I got to know these people. And like I said, you're dealing with socialites. So you're dealing with people to make movies and stuff like that. And my first movie I did with no pay.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't ask to be paid, didn't want to be paid. And Don Bond now has Don Bond TV. Matter of fact, I have a new script. So I'm going to be.
Hey, hey, look at you. See,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. Do your thing, girl. So, out of everything, so now back to what I was saying, out of the accomplishments you have had, what more do you think or hope to accomplish within the next 5 years?
I hope to bring others to financial literacy. I hope to make Black women and men understand that we are the code. We are more important than any race on this earth. And I also want to achieve of bringing unity. Even though you don't like me, you never met me. So try to find a little way to like someone, or maybe not like them, but to look at somebody another way instead of being one way. We got so many people that are mass thinkers, are not free thinkers.
Mm.
See, a lot of people don't know because I act goofy up here on YouTube. I am college educated,
Yes, ma'am.
and that I have my own business. And when people trying to look up my business to dox me, they don't understand that I have it under LLC names.
Mm.
You would never find my business. One business might be Toenail, and you looking at Marcella. We have to learn. I want to be able to bring a lot of people up. I really, really do.
You do. Now, is your name and trademarked and you have an LLC to it?
Yes,
I need to get information on how to do that.
I'll send it to you.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so we are in April, the end of April of 2024, this crazy year. What has been the biggest shocker to you so far this year, 2024, out of anything?
That a president got indicted 90 times and not sitting in jail. That young thug is still sitting in jail
Mm,
on the same charges that this president has. That our economy is crashing, that we have so many poor people in America, and we are taking care of other countries, Gaza and Ukraine. We need to build up the people here in the States.
yes.
We have so much poverty. You would not believe in the United States. And guess what? That they're bringing in Mexicans and different Hispanic origins and giving them white. That should tell you something right there. That is the most shocking thing. That America used to be the strongest, the richest, and honey, we damn near around the corner from third world.
You know what? And I look at people crazy when they want to talk stuff about another third world. I'm like, we right next to them. We ain't got no room to talk. So how do you predict this election will go? How do you feel it's gonna happen?
I don't think Donald Trump will win the presidency.
You don't think so?
No.
You are the first, because I'm one that even is thinking that, oh my goodness.
You have
So
to
please
remember
tell me why you feel that way.
the United States is a corporation.
Yes.
I want you to always remember it is ran by a higher hierarchy. It's like BlackRock, Bill Gates, Elon, all these people up here. All these people up here are really running our country. They let that nut in, and he would not listen. He would not listen.
Mm.
But see, that is because Russia was cut off from the rest of the world as they are open now. Yeah. We get so distracted, we as Americans. We're looking over here about Beyonce new country song. And when Beyonce comes out with something big, we're not looking at our political stance, our stock markets, we're not looking at those things. And then you was like, when that happened? When did that law pass?
Isn't that always the case?
But
that is always the case. It's always the case of made you look.
Yeah. And
it really is.
I see us in 5 years, we're going to be, the United States is going to be down. But see, what people don't understand, we as Black folk, we already saw this before. You're just forgetting. You're forgetting that your great grandma was out there growing her stuff. You forget your great grandma wasn't running to no fast food restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Your great grandma was in there cooking. You don't remember that your mama or your grandmama had you sweep in the kitchen. We don't think like that anymore. You know what I'm saying? Our children are so involved in phones and the internet and all this kind of stuff, that you take the computer away from them and they're ready to attack you.
Whew.
Well, see, what happens is that I did not allow my children to watch TV Monday through Thursday at all. They wanted to be outside. And now, we got mothers that say, here, take the phone, babysit yourself at 3 years old.
Mm-hmm.
No, we need to be speaking, reading, teaching our children things about life. We need to become farmers. Even if you grow something in your garage, in your window with a heat lamp, we need to start going back, because we're going to make it. Hey, you can tell, look, Bertha, give me some of them lima beans you got, and I'm going to give you some of these squash I got. We're going to make it through bartering. We're going to make it through understanding. But guess what? They came in and destroyed that. And people may not want to hear where 60s and 70s, they bought drugs into our neighborhoods to destroy us. Then they put the greed by making a black man want more money than the other black man, instead of saying, yo, man, let me and your wife get together and we play spades. All that is gone now. Yeah. Mothers and fathers don't have time to be with their children because they're working to make ends meet. But then you're not teaching your kids, you don't have to have a bag of Louis Vuitton, Coach. You don't have to have all this stuff. You earn it. But as soon as you can, get your 16-year-old a job, and you tell them with their first paycheck, what you asked me for 2 months ago, that Louis Vuitton bag, I want you to take your paycheck and buy it. They don't want to buy it. So that's how you start teaching them, don't spend my money the way you wouldn't spend your money.
Yes.
And at 16, I cut my children off financially. I bought their food, their soap, their deodorant. But if they wanted clothes, they had to save their own money that they worked for. Only time that I would give them is at Christmas or their birthdays. Never. I didn't buy school clothes, because like my son did, you know what he used to do? He used to wear regular jeans from Levi's and wherever he would get his jeans from, but he would wear those Azad shirts and all that. And he would wear something expensive up top and regular jeans on the bottom. Now, all my kids, they own homes. They have businesses. They work for themselves or the government. And I'm teaching my granddaughter the same. She is 10 years old. She knows how to balance a checkbook. She knows how to write in cursive. We're not teaching our kids at home. We're letting these people teach our kids. In Virginia, they took out all Black history books.
Yes.
Florida, they did it. So guess what? If you're not educated to speak with your children, hey, make them pull it up on YouTube, some type of Black history, and write you a paper and sit down for dinner with them at least once a week and say, hey, how was your week? We don't even know our children's friends anymore.
We really don't.
And people think because you got money, you don't go through problems. Some of the Black folk, they got money, they going through problems because they was working, and then their kids are disrespectful, i.e. T.I. King.
Prime example.
Because we gave them too much.
Yes.
My kids know. I used to say, even when I was out there dancing and twerking, the Bible says, spare the rod, spoil the child. Find me that belt.
I know that's right. That is so true. That's true. Okay. So today is the final installment for Love and Marriage in DC. What are your thoughts?
I am Queen Patty's, Queen Tyler's. Now listen, I'm coming on tomorrow about this, but I'm gonna give you a little tea to sip that I already know in advance.
Oh, okay.
Y'all know Ashley and them, they don't be speaking. Y'all know Winter linked up with the ops, meaning she done jumped over there on these bloggers, the same ones that was disgruntled with Carlos. You know what I'm saying? Now, my thing is, people do not understand when you're the main producer, like Oprah Winfrey. She's not on the set every day, all day with these people. She's not there to babysit you. They send other producers. And what the actresses and actors make a mistake is trying to get so close with your producer that they say that your real life is boring. I want that juicy gossip. You told me who was sleeping with who.
Yeah, I was never privy to the fact that people get their own producers when they're on the show.
And they tell all their business. They tell all their business. Just like you go to work every day and you go in your boss's office, plop down and tell them, my man ain't doing this, my kids ain't doing this, I can't pay this. They don't care. Carlos King made a table for a lot of Black families. But see, when you start getting too big, you forgot that you was at the kiddie table. You try to take over the table, forgetting that he has always been the head of the table. He send people out to work with you. You're not going to call me every time you got a problem or you don't want to say this or you don't want to film with whoever. You don't want to do your job. You shouldn't be there. So I feel like, Winter was, ahead of herself. When she fell out with everybody the first season, remember, Winter put herself in this situation by saying, I know this about your family. And then they forgave her. And they start filming the second season. And Winter was a gal who is proper, educated, and was looking for a wedding, not even knowing the man's face. See, when you are dating somebody because they're cute, tall, working, you got to have those 3 dates. If you're going to get into a relationship, you need those 3 dates. Yeah. She would have knew not 4 months down the line that he wasn't a good fit for her. She would have knew those 3 dates. But no, Winter, every season, she coming back with another man. It makes her look crazy, and she wants to blame Carlos. She wants to blame Carlos that she's not being respected. You wasn't respecting those families. You wasn't respecting those marriages. So what the Bible say, what you reap is what you're going to sow. Mm-hmm. And everybody who's disgruntled with Carlos, you bought this on yourself. Sharella and them, they wasn't a good fit. They wasn't a good fit for the show in the first place. They gave their 2 weeks notice.
I seen her. She had a long post that she had made.
Oh, you didn't have a contract, dear.
She gave a very long, lengthy post last night.
She didn't have a contract. Remember last year that Ashley and Raina said that Sharella came on too strong, right? She couldn't find her balance. So this year, now she wants to be Ashley's friend, but she's only being Ashley's friend because Ashley is against Raina and Joy.
Okay, I'm following.
Then Joy, her and Winter was together, but Winter was like a flip-flop on a beach and switched over to Ashley's side, which her husband and Ashley almost attacked you on the stage. That would have been like, caution. And that Ashley wasn't even on your level. Now you're the outside person. You had no choice but to leave. That's why Winter is leaving. You can't blame it on Carlos didn't respect you. When you got cussed out on that couch last year, season 1, you came back. Don't argue about the pay. If you work at Burger King and they say they're going to give you $5, and when I come there, they give me $7, you took the $5. Don't complain about your pay. You knew what it was when you came back for the second season.
Now, she said that
she asked for a raise and told her no, she still worked.
Yikes. Man.
Whew. Now she's mad. She mad because Raina and Joy, they see who she is. Fake. Stay in your room, lady. Sharella was not a good fit for the show ever. It had nothing to do with.
So how did she get on in the first place?
Because, sign my papers tonight. Remember when she made that song? Black was the producer.
Okay, right.
Shirella was going through something a lot of women go through, postpartum depression or depression, and filming for her. Who was going to work with her? Raina wasn't going to work with her. Joy wasn't going to work with her. Ashley and her don't have anything in common. I'm going to tell you something what I know from living here in the DMV. Raina is very accomplished.
Yeah.
She has her eggs in multiple baskets. Joy is a world-known singer, world-known. It didn't have nothing to do with Ready to Love. It didn't have nothing to do with this. Since 2014, Joy Carter music has been out and successful, and she's been working in other countries.
Shout out to Joy and her amazing voice. For real.
An entertainer. So when Ashley was trying to come up her and make her fight, I gotta work outside of the show. People overseas are not gonna hire me if I got a record.
Right.
See, you gotta pick your battles. You gotta learn how to pick. Raina's not gonna fight with her. But guess what? Raina from Baltimore. Raina got nieces and nephews that will stomp. Raina got a daughter, Brittany, that will stomp Ashley.
Oh my.
See, you just can't play. Quick is known in DC. Ashley, every time we interviewed her for the Black Socialites, she's Miss Braggadocious. But you're bragging in your basement that you've been in. I mean, you throw great parties in your basement. Quick is out working, meeting people. If you get what I'm saying. And guess what?
I get that.
You wouldn't have known Ashley if it wasn't for the show. She's still talking about a book that she wrote 2 years ago that's 239,000 on the bestseller list. I looked it up. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I'm a reader. I read in the library and out.
Yes, ma'am.
And so I looked up her book, and I went to the description of the book. First of all, your face is up there. And then the title is Do This Shit. Who is buying a book like that to read on the train or the bus or a plane? Who's buying a book with that title?
You know what? I didn't think about that.
It's still a
that's a good
should be in the gas station right now. That should be a shitter book. When you're taking a dump, that's where you read that book at. Allegedly, in my opinion, and it's for entertainment purposes. Gotta cover my ass down.
Cover, girl. Let's cover the blood of Jesus, lady.
That's giving people wigs, that's helping people with cancer. You got her doing a face thing for Black people. You got Monique Samuels doing things. I support everybody. I just could not support buying that book. I don't know what Winter sells and what does Shirella do. I'm going to tell you something. All these shows like Real Housewives of Potomac, Beverly Hills, those shows were originally set up to show how people live behind the gate. These people ain't living behind no gate. Who? Name one person on Real Housewives of, Love and Marriage DC that's living on the gate. Okay. Who is that? They're not living behind the gate. They're living in a private area. PG County is the best in Maryland. But you talking about me and him. Oh, if he don't spend time with me, I'm going to get a divorce and I'm going to live real good. Girl, you're in a state. Virginia is a Commonwealth state. Maryland is a Commonwealth state. You will get only what the judge will give you for your children. And then they will tell you, quick, got to give you some money, but you're going to have to get a job to subsidize. Oh, you're not going to be able to keep that house because I don't know what your credit looked like. You know what I'm saying? On Potomac, Monique lived behind gates. Karen lived behind gates. Giselle didn't.
No.
Robin didn't.
Yeah, she sure didn't.
Wendy didn't. Now, Candace do. But they don't live behind no gates. That's what I'm saying. Who lived behind gates? When we first met Kim, Zodiac, she was living in a townhouse on Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yep.
These
Hey.
they just looking for people to exploit people. And guess what? Television, reality shows have been living off the backs of Black women for the longest. Those Beverly Hills and all those shows do not match what we bring, what the Black folk bring. If you had a choice of looking
True.
at Housewives of Salt Lake City or Housewives of Atlanta, you gonna go to Atlanta because Atlanta is, they know they gonna put alcohol in the room and they gonna act up.
Them white girls be acting up too, though.
No, but the way
Alcohol, period. They gonna act a fool.
no, they don't be fighting each
Yeah.
other. They be getting drunk and doing idiotic things.
Yeah.
But Black
Okay.
girls will get some brown liquor, some hen, and they feel I gotta win. Give me some white, I gotta fight. You know, we have to go up there. Like the thing is with the show for Love and Marriage DC, we're not seeing Black excellence. Jamie, we're seeing things he's doing, giving parties, and that he was a police for years. We see Raina, she works from home and she's working different jobs in a wig line. We see Joy got a show, she's singing. What do we see Sharella doing? She complaining, I got to stay at home with my kids. We're not making it here in DC. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
You see Winter doing what? Oh, I'm having an emancipation. Girl,
Now, what does Winter do? What does she do for a living?
she's a motivated speaker. She's an influencer and all this kind of stuff. But you're talking about saying, I'm a relationship coach, and you have not had one successful relationship that I would take advice from you for.
Now, okay, so when she was explaining that, she said that she told them that she wasn't a coach, but they, how did she put it? They just ran with it anyway.
No, look at her bio. She said relation coach, motivated speaker, Christian.
Yeah, she had all of that in it.
So how would they even know if that wasn't in your bio? If you look at her bio for the show, it showed that she was a relationship coach. Oh, white girls be fighting too, child.
They all be fighting. You get that liquor, they all will fight.
But that's what I'm saying. We are not demanding show our excellence. But you see that the Pettys have been classy. Classy. Ashley jumped in Joy face how many times? To fight. And she stayed back. But Joy from Baltimore, back in the day, and y'all see Joy working out. She ain't got a problem throwing those hands, but she's thinking about responsibility. I live off the lake of, I live off the thing of Potomac, the Potomac River in my big house. And I need to work to pay for this. And I'm not going to fight. And then people don't want me to come back to, Mexico, Punta Cana to work because I got a record here in the States. I got to let her have that.
Yes.
Clifton was threatened by Quick. Clifton in his mind said, you had business, you ain't do it. But who got more riled up? It was Quick. You mean to tell me you was getting ready to start a radio show next week and you're going to get up and try to fight a man that's over 6 feet and you are Tiny Tim?
Man.
Pick your battle. Then you threaten a man on TV. If Cliff falls off a curb and dies, they can blame it on you because you threaten him on TV.
See,
don't get mad at Carlos. He just puts it out there for you to go ahead and do what you're going to do. And then they do it. But I bet you this, Ashley, I'm going to DC for Mother's Day. I will be at Carlos King's event.
Oh, you are going to go. Okay.
Front row. And I'm going to tell you that right now, trust me when I say that Ashley is trying to butter up to Raina and Joy because she realizes that those Nobody's loyal to anybody these days. That girl ain't loyal.
These hoes ain't loyal.
She wants to be back on that show next year. There will be another DC. There will be another Love and Marriage Huntsville. I think this year might be the last year because the hate on that show is real. I'm thinking y'all just entertaining us, but it's
Child.
too triggering. First of all, you got a producer that was working with Destiny married her ex-boyfriend.
Can we please talk about this storyline? Why is this
It's
the
real,
storyline?
right?
This
Why
is
is
she
it
okay? Is she?
to me, it
I
looks
just don't
crazy.
want it to make her look crazy. That's all.
Well, let me tell you something. I'm in need of money. They want me to come on this show. They want me to talk to him. But he's married to a producer who have told him what to do, what the scenario is going to be, what you need to do to make Destiny look stupid. But Sonny should be feeling stupid as well. Why? Because you worked with Destiny. You knew her relationship issues. And he was talking to Destiny on the phone on the show. And then you end up sleeping with her man. If we broke up, it still was her man. You know that he done hit it, quit it, licked it. And every time you kiss Moses, you are tasting destiny.
Mm.
Taste the rainbow.
Taste the rainbow, baby. Taste it.
I would never date somebody that you dated. Even if you broke up with him, if we have some type of relationship, Sonny looks crazy too.
And she is all for it because she has been on social media talking about we on there, we coming, this, that. I'm like,
He's
you're
in
proud of
he's
this.
in 3 scenes. Kiki is coming back to be blessed out by Melody for going to a blogger and speaking. But see, my thing is you bought Kiki on the show with ill intention. Kiki is not going to be on that show. She's the loser in a big way. She lost her family.
Next month.
May 4th. May 4th.
Yeah, this next week, this Saturday, this coming Saturday.
And it's going to be, on that TV, everything is contradictory. You don't like the mamas, but you say something about the mama. You know what? Tisha has 4 degrees, masters, not bachelors, not associates. And you want to say something to her to trigger her to fight her husband, to break up with her family, to do whatever that's got going on in that house. If it works for her, everybody else should mind their business.
At this point, please, because until
Yeah.
y'all get a frontal of Marceau, I don't want to see no back and no head, no
Also makes
nothing.
good TV. You know why? Because this lawsuit that he went through, them people done rectified, settled out of court, and working with Marcel right now.
Oh, good.
Zen Garden. They're working with him. So why do you think the bloggers didn't come back out saying, this is what happened with Zen Garden? They were supposed to be in court April 1st. What happened? There was a settlement reached. And they don't report correctly that Marceau sued first.
Yes, exactly.
They don't tell you that. What I don't like this show has turned into is that, and please y'all hear me loud and clear. If you got to bring one cast member up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tear everybody else down. Then what? They talk about Stormy. She is a woman that came from Mississippi, did a line. She's selling goods. She's on TikTok. How can you say that the other cast member is doing better than Stormy? Stormy is worldwide.
Yes, ma'am. Shout out to Stormy. She did her big one on TikTok.
Broke a TikTok record.
Yes.
Because you got to have white folks to help market you. You understand what I'm saying? You can't have no friends. Even with me, to make my business successful, I can't say I don't like white people.
Right.
You be quiet, you learn from them, let them give you the knowledge you need so you can run things by yourself. Now they're mad she has another sit down with Marcella. Yes, it is really, really, we have to look at these reality shows with a grain of salt. We can't let this overtake our lives, because I'm going to tell you something. If I was so into everybody else, right? If I was so into everybody else, I would go to bed saying, they talking about Mel. I got to protect her tomorrow. If you're so enraged, what does that do for your body? It brings stress. It brings all kinds of stuff.
Yes.
No, you can't. I can't get up on live and fight with you every day about the same thing. Let me talk about something else. Well, my manager and I will be talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville, but we're gonna keep it directly tunnel vision, right on what's on the show. We ain't gonna talk about nothing else that they're not showing up on that show. Nothing else. But I will be going to DC May 12th. I will be in his house, Miss Wanda. I'm gonna meet her up there. And me, Miss Wanda, and Niecy got a surprise for everybody.
Okay.
We need to start having fun, and you need to do this again. This was so fun because
I enjoyed you thoroughly, girl.
Yeah, people get to see that, I'm not just goofy or beefy, or I am educated. And when I come into someone else's house, I say, hit the button, hit the like button.
You are so bomb for that. Anytime any content creator comes into Marcella's chat, they feel the presence of every single one, because she's shouting them out. She let them know what they do. She tell them go like, go this, go that, and she does it every single time. And and I like to think that I learned some of my mannerisms from paying it forward from you. Mm-hmm. So I just thank you so much. And speaking of paying it forward, I ask
subscribe, y'all.
Make sure. Yes. And speaking of paying it forward, who would you like to shout out, give your flowers to, and who should I pass the baton to? Who should be sitting next to me like you are right now?
Do you really want me to answer that?
Yes, because I'm about to write them down. I try to pass every part. I pick people.
Are you in a right now? Are you in a beef with anybody that you might have broke apart from, and you need to rectify it so we can all build? Because I'm gonna tell you something. I cussed out Sweet Pea Diaries. I mean, to the him. and guess what? She apologized to me, and I apologized to her, and now we're good. We don't hang out, but it was an apology issued, and I mean, I drug her from her edges.
Oh my!
Yes, but I like Misbehaving. That gives me my beef. Her name is Misbehaving, and
I have her on my list as well.
And I like Dion. I like Dion, and I like In My Opinion.
In my opinion, I see In My Opinion on your chat all the time.
Oh my God, she is a wealth of knowledge. In any state, you need money for food, you need money for gas, you need light, you need housing. This woman, and she's a CPO. See, people looking at her as a YouTuber, but she is a CPA.
See, you learn stuff. That's what I'm talking about. This is why I do this show. For this.
You got people that can come up here and help other people. But whoever that you feel some kind of distaste for, or they might have did you wrong, one day come up on your live and say, you know what, something touched me today, and I just want to apologize to this blogger that I don't get along. You ain't got to say their name. Don't say their name. I owe some people some apologies, and I'm up here saying I sincerely feel like let's get past this. You ain't never even got to speak to them again. And that's what I do. But if you come for me, I'm coming, honey, with my braids. Yeah, I'm coming. And then I'm going to apologize. Dion Says Whatever.
That's the name. Okay.
Oh Dion Says Whatever. She is shy. She's a New Yorker, but she's shy. and she has a story.
I love a good story. Okay, I'm gonna put a star by that one. I think that might be the first one I tried.
And like we didn't all grow up. We went through some struggles growing up. We did. We watched our mother's struggles. We learned. This is how we learn to be the women we are. So don't let anybody degrade you. You may not have money that Niecy got, but guess what? You know what I'm saying, Niecy, because I ain't got money Niecy got. But I'm just saying, nobody would know. I wake up like I'm worth $1 million every day.
Hey.
I don't go to work, but I get dressed up like I got a business meeting.
Hey.
And
exactly.
I got up today, girl. I put on my little dress for you today, girl.
Okay, show it up. Straw it up, Straw J. Straw J. Straw J. Okay. See, I've desired to have a big ass bathroom like that someday.
This was professional. I had to come here.
Niecy said, "Stop it." She said, "You can't wear it. Stop it."
I love y'all and God love y'all. And I pray for everybody every single day. I pray for everybody every single day. And we just got to, if people that we don't get along with, don't let them stop us in our life. Keep moving. There's a lot of bloggers who don't like me. They bring up my past. But you know what God said? They can't punish you with your past. I don't wipe those sins away. So if Jesus said he wiped my sins away, why I'm worrying about with some blogger who don't like me?
There you go. That's it right there.
I love y'all.
That's it right there. Well, Marcella, thank you so much for being here. Yes, and you are always welcome. And I will definitely be asking you to come back.
Anytime.
So let us know when we're going to see. Are you going back live tonight or when we got another thing coming from you?
I'm going to go over to Jess Valencia page and you should come.
Okay, who is this now?
Jess Valencia.
Jess Valencia.
I'm gonna put it in my thing. She wants all content creators to come and just advertise your page. That's it. We're not really talking about nothing. We're going to talk about the same kind of stuff, how you get started, what direction you should go. And she wants everybody. That's my super sniper. Her listen, I go over to other and if you ever want to take bad people out of your algorithm, you know what you do? Start looking at art shows or something that's outside your algorithm, and all those content creators you don't want to see, they don't even show up in your algorithm.
Okay, say it one more time.
Okay, say I'm looking at Niecy page and and I don't like Niecy. She's all about beef. What I do is go look at educational programs or what can I take? I'm a natural gal. I have bugs. You go look at some of those YouTube pages. I look at a lot of court cases. And all that comes up in my algorithm. I love this page on Nikki Truth. Nikki Truth go down to courthouses when they have rappers that go to jail. She is the truth. She goes to the courthouses. Music 101. He talks about, rappers that went to jail, Chris Brown, different things. And then I go look at stuff like P. Diddy. P. Diddy, I believe, will not go to jail. And if he do, it's only for a little while. Look at Harvey Weinstein. It was overturned. This man hurt women to the core, and he's going to walk out. He's getting ready to get out of jail. But they locked up Bill Cosby because he was buying NBC.
Yep.
Look that one for our children. We need go look at programs that's going to help you and feed your soul. And then you can come back over here and mess around.
Checking you, boo. I do this regularly. Marcella is actually like my 4th or 5th guest. This is a new thing. So go look ahead and make sure you come back.
I'm doing notifications. So when she
my notifications barely work. My sister is subscribed to me faithfully.
Send it to people in your Instagram. That's what I do. When I'm coming up live, I send my show over to my Instagram and go into not the feed, the chat, and send it to people.
Oh, okay. Yeah, true. I never go live on Instagram when he started doing that.
Yes. You got to sell yourself.
I know.
You're marketable. You're marketable. Sell yourself. Sell.
Well, yes, if y'all want to see me and Marcella, y'all, you just let us know. We can do some things regularly.
Yeah, just
Yes,
call me.
you
Call
just
me
let
back
us
and
know.
I'll
We're
be
here for
right
y'all.
over
Let us know. Let us know.
I will help you anytime, okay?
But I appreciate everything you have helped me with. You continue to help me with. Thank you for the continuous shout outs. Thank you for the positivity. Thank you for all of the information that you give me behind the scenes and trust me with, not to say nothing. I love those talks. Me and Marcella, sometimes Marcella will call me and I'm getting ready for work and she just be letting me know everything going on, y'all. I just love it. And I just love it. So Marcella, you have one of the greatest special places in my heart, girl.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on, and I will see you over at what is it now?
Just Valencia.
Just Valencia. Make sure y'all go there, y'all.
In my community tab. And when you're having another one of these shows, put it in your community tab.
Oh, yes, I am. Yep. So, yeah, and let y'all know, Mai will be on tonight with me at 9. Make sure y'all bring a drink because she said she's going to be messed up.
I will be here. I will be.
All right. All right, Miss Marcella, I'll see you in the chat at Just Valencias.
All right. Bye-bye.
Love you, babe. Bye-bye.
You got to take me off.
I'm going. And there y'all have it, y'all. That was Miss Marcella. Marcella Speaks. She came and dropped some gems, dropped some financial information for us. She gave us some tea. She's an around the way YouTube girl. Okay. And y'all see, she's keeping me up on pace. So now we about to go over to Just Valencia. Hopefully, I will see y'all there. Thank y'all for everyone in the chat. Thank you for coming through. Nisi, I haven't talked to you in forever, girl. I need you in this chair. Don't play with me. Okay? And everyone else, me and mine will be on tonight for another 21 questions at 9 o'clock Eastern, as she will tell you Buffalo time. So we'll see y'all later. Make sure y'all bring a little cocktail because she's gonna have one too. Okay. I will see y'all later. Peace out. I'm out this nasty.